Hello, welcome back to Age of Empires 2 HD Edition for another game of CBA. I'm playing as the Indians, and I'm feeling slightly disappointed because I just had a game that crashed immediately where I was given the Huns, which is always a really fun game, and now I've been given the Indians, which is, well, they're very slow, put it that way, very slow civ, but I do have some pretty powerful looking allies. I've got the Persians to my right and the Franks to my left, which is great because we're up against the Goths and we're going to need his help. If the Goths comes to attack me, there's not really anything I can do. I should probably go after the Incas. I should try and protect the orange player from the Incas. With that said, the Kamyaks will also get bonus damage against me, so potentially in that case, try and focus on the Aztecs a little bit as well. As yeah, these Goths are going to cause us some problems for sure, but I will try to avoid them if I can. I'm pretty sure if I patrol, I can deal with the Kamyaks reasonably well. I just need to try and avoid those Huskars, as a small number like this will be fairly easy to handle. I think we're just relying on the Persian player here to get some things done. He's got a 2000 rating in the lobby, which suggests that he's a great player, but on the other hand, he did attempt to pick a team, which suggests that maybe he's not too experienced with CBA. A small number of Huskars like this I should be able to take out pretty okay, as I'm going to try and hide from all these. I'm going to need the Franks' help. I'm not sure why he's pulling away, but yeah, that'll scare the Huskars off. And it's kind of hard to see what to do here. I probably just need to ignore all of this and just trust in the Franks to get something done, because there's no real point in me trying to take this fight. I will just get completely destroyed, as yeah, it doesn't look like the Persians are going to go and attack opposing bases. I will try and direct him. But I'm not convinced he actually speaks English, so we'll have to see if he understands that or not, as yeah, I'm being chased across the field by the Huskars, unfortunately. There's not really anything I can do about this. They are faster than me, and oh, he does speak English, good. I'm attempting to run from the Huskars, but there's not really too much I can do about that. I'm gonna have to just probably just go everywhere with my fellow elephant player Persians, and hope that together we can deal with pretty much anything that gets thrown at us. Even though they do all have damage bonus against me, I'm hoping that I can probably deal with the Kamyaks mostly okay, and he can perhaps deal with the Goths. Aztecs should be fine for either of us, but they are going for the raise. So I'll try and deal with the units, and hopefully Orange will move off to take on the buildings, as the green player knows exactly what he needs to do. He's just going to chase me across the map, and he's coming to attack me now. I really can't do anything about this. These guys are doing 7 damage each, and these Huskars have 9 pierce armor, so at no point am I going to be able to actually do anything about this. I'm going to have to just keep running away. Fortunately, the Franks are going to help me out, so that's going to go some way, but I think we're going to be in for the long game because we don't really have any options to actually take down their bases. Kamyaks can, of course, chase down the Persian player and deal with him pretty well. He's still our best hope, I think, so I'll try and keep him alive if I can. I'm going to go right into his base here. Hopefully lure the Huskars to their deaths, as this is still not really dealt with. But I don't really think I can abandon it, so I just have to try and fight those off. Apparently I were playing as the Huns. I'm just still kind of gutted about that. This is just... there's not really much I can do here. I should probably attempt to go for a block, because he could very easily go for my castles here. And yeah, I think he is going to do just that. Alright, try and pull them back towards the castle. I'm hoping this is a full block. I think it is. Try and set it up once again, just in case. Because even when they do come into my base, my castles are still not going to do that much damage to them, so it's just really hard in general to actually get anything done here. It's a pretty terrible matchup for me, to be honest. I just have to hope that I'm keeping him nicely distracted. Orange player is coming to help me out, but I think mostly he does just need to try and go for their gates at this point, because we're not really getting anything done at the moment. I'll try and take out these Kamyuks. Not exactly being a huge help here, but hopefully I'm at least keeping the opponents distracted. They've not managed to do any real damage. They've taken out my gates, but my castles are all still looking pretty healthy. Teal player is at least getting lots of kills here. I made it to the... No, it's not me. Thought it was the orange player. Of course it's not me. I'm still very much stuck in the feudal age, not really getting that many kills. I'll attempt to take out these Jaguar warriors. As, it's looking like we've mostly protected my base now, but these guys are all going to have villagers now, and we're going to need to find some way of getting raises. I can't actually recall if I need 1 or 2 raises. I would think 1, because this is not the greatest of civs on this map. Let's have a look. So it's the Indians, I need 3 raises. I didn't know they were that good at raising. I didn't think they were. Okay, well, I will attempt to get that, but obviously I think my allies are going to have a better time with villagers than I will. I'll just try and do what I can, as I do still have these elephant archers, which I'm going to move towards the yellow base. I think we can deal with Jaguar warriors pretty well as a team. I think they're only really going to get damage bonus against the Kelp player, not the Kelp player, the Frank player, but doesn't seem to be going for that, which is good. Inca's going for a raise, which suggests they don't have villagers yet. Okay, so yellow player's walled up, presumably red player not yet, but probably will be soon. Also, if the yellow player has snuck a villager into the red base, then there's not really anything we can do, as it looks like my block has disintegrated, and I could very easily lose a castle here. There are a few throwing axemen coming in, but I'm not sure they're going to get the kills fast enough to actually save the castle. So they're going to try and come in on the other side as well, but... another failed block, okay. I thought that was a full block, but yeah, this is looking pretty terrible all around. I will survive this first raise, not first raise, but first wave, but I expect I will lose that castle, most likely. I'll attempt to go for another block over here. I'm pretty sure they will go for that, but again, I don't think I have quite enough units to make it work. I've lost my first castle, but it looks like the block is successful on that side, which is good. Still taking quite a lot of damage in the castles. Not really much I can do. Potentially going to lose that second castle. I could leave my base, but then I would be relying entirely on my allies to deal with the Goths, and I'm not sure that's actually going to work out, even though I'm doing almost nothing to them myself. If I can save this castle, that'd be great. I think we will just about do it, and I'm going to need to go for a really strong block here. As, I'm not sure we're really making any progress, to be honest. Lots of throwing axemen in here now though, so I'm hoping that's gonna turn things around slightly. He's definitely gonna need to leave quite a few in my base. just to keep me alive, as he is himself under attack now, and they've cleared out all his units. Unfortunately, the samurai do get a damage bonus against his units, so he's going to have a hard time actually fighting those off on his own. I'm going to send some units to try and help him out, but not really a huge amount I can do. Goth is actually leaving, so I think he's actually coming for me now, and yeah, I'm going to get killed. I'm going to try and block off my castles as much as I can, but there are no throwing axemen left in my base, so how we're actually going to kill these Huskars, I'm really not sure. I'm attempting to block, but it's looking really bad. So I think that castle will survive, but he's sending some around the other side just to finish off that castle on the other side, and they will of course get the raids there, so I'm down to 2 castles. I think my only real game plan here is just to try and distract them for as long as possible while my allies get things done, but my allies are not getting too much done, to be honest. Aztecs are at least stuck in the feudal age for now, and they can get quite a few kills. It doesn't appear to have got a proper gate there, so if the Persians could get in with a few war elephants, that would actually be okay. But I am down to just the 1 castle. Getting some help from the purple player, but it's not really enough. This guy is being very careful, but I kind of need him in my base because I have 24 units left, dropping by the second, and I mean, admittedly it's a terrible matchup, but I'm not a great fan of this civ on this map. I don't know what I could have done differently, to be honest. If I had great coordination with the rest of my allies, then I could have left my base and attempted to go for raises or to support my allies better. I would have needed the Frank player to be in my base a lot more to help me, but then he himself would have been pretty open, and I think the best option would have been for me to have some elephant archers in here and some in here, and likewise for the Frank player to split between the 2 bases. But all in all, a pretty bad matchup, and yeah, feeling a little bit shortchanged after being given the Huns in the last game, and immediately everyone just disconnects. Never mind. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.